You clicked on this video today because you are working super hard and nothing seems to be coming out of it. And today, I'm standing here at the top of my apartment building. The light is super bright, but the view is sick. You can see all of Buffalo from here. Really cool. So, I wanted to talk to you about working on yourself harder than working on your job. There is a Jim Rohn quote. If you haven't looked into Jim Rohn, you 100% should. Jim, R-O-H-N. He has amazing speeches. It's like what I try to make my channel around is a lot of the talks that he gives, the seminars that he has. One of the best quotes that he has is, work on yourself harder than you work on your job. And I will tell you, for years, I've wanted to have success. I wanted to have money. I wanted to be able to be independent. Wanted to be able to build something great. And I kept running into this issue. Like, I, for some reason, couldn't make it happen. And I got to a point where I started to get into personal development. And through personal development, I learned that the harder you work on yourself, the more that you will see a return on that in your economical life. And it's weird to think, and it's hard to believe, but it's true, and it works like magic once you start to get to the point of seeing that, you know? I will tell you another good Jim Rohn quote. I'm gonna say it a little bit differently, but your personal development will not far exceed your income, right? Or your income will not far exceed your personal development. And it's true. What people don't understand about success is that you can work so hard all day, right? And if you never work on yourself, if you never work on your skills, if you never work on your ability to be a more level-headed person, if you never work on your ability to be healthy, then you won't grow. And I know you clicked on this video because you're getting to this point where like you're working so hard and nothing's happening and like here's the solution. I have seen this from personal experience. Once you start working on yourself, you start to build a lot quicker and it starts to become exponential, you know? So a couple tips from me to you. I was focusing on my personal development and I still focus on my personal development regularly. I was listening to and still listen to motivational podcasts and books about personal development, about growing your brain, about growing yourself as a person, about being able to take care of yourself, be healthy, be a well-rounded person. If you just work all the time, you're not going to be able to grow yourself. And, you know, I'm sometimes stuck in that crossroad too. Like, I'm working all the time. You know what I mean? My brain's always in work mode. I feel like I haven't stepped out of work since like I started as a business owner. But at the same time, I've grown my income and I've also learned how to become a more level-headed person, how to build something better, how to, you know, grow my income, how to grow myself as a person. So your personal development will not far exceed your income. And you can tell how much money somebody has, right? Or kind of, sort of, if you talk to them and talk to them about personal development. Because the people who understand money, success, you know, riches, wealth, they understand the idea of growing your personal development, you know, becoming a better person, becoming more level-headed, understanding how to have your thoughts and emotions turn into real-world effects, how to, you know, manifest things through your thoughts, how to build something in your head and then put it out there and make it real, you know? Because all that we really have in the end of the day is our brain, you know? Everything else is just mush. We're all just a pocket of bones, right? A big flabby pocket of bones. And we have this one organ at the top of our head that's creating everything. And if you can just learn how to take control of that organ and how to use the thoughts that that organ creates to create a new reality for yourself, then you'll never be unsuccessful again. You'll never be broke again. You'll never, ever have that feeling, you know? And I'm not saying that you're not gonna have bad times. I'm not saying that things aren't gonna go wrong, because that's part of it. But part of your growing your personal development is understanding failures, understanding how to handle the hard times, understanding how to handle the bad times, understanding how to handle when things don't work out, how to pivot, how to become better. So work on yourself harder than you work on your job. Your income will not far exceed your personal development. Learn how to grow yourself as a person. Look into personal development podcasts, personal development books, personal development growth. Because that's how you're gonna get past this, I'm working all the time and nothing's happening. Where do I go? You know, work on yourself. Work on your ability to turn your thoughts into actions. Work on the ability to control yourself, control your thoughts, control your actions, control your ability to become a better person. And you will see your success grow. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like my content, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. You do not have to like, you do not have to subscribe, but you do have to leave a comment down below. I very much appreciate it if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my people who are constantly in the comments saying hello, giving me love. You guys are the reason why I continue on. I really, truly just want this channel to be something that I take from my personal experiences, growing a multiple six-figure real estate business, becoming a better person, turning my life around, and giving you the information, the facts, and the trials and tribulations I've had so that you can get there quicker. So if you like this kind of content, I'll be back again tomorrow with more. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Go out there and do something great. Talk to you soon.